What's up, YouTube? Back in another video, and today we just got a regular commentary talking about what's been going on Twitter the last couple days. I usually do these videos on Sundays, but I was away over the weekend, plus I haven't been playing 2K that much anyways, so I figured I'd talk about this. So Black Cobra tweeted out some clips of him in a wreck, scoring a lot in like mid-range isolation out of the triple threat, doing a lot of fades and step backs and up and unders and quote-unquote realistic type moves, and he's always played like this. I remember first seeing some of his clips back in 2K22 on TikTok. He would be on a 1v1 court doing a lot of these moves, and this tweet ended up going kind of viral. It got like 3 million views, 500 quotes, a bunch of comments and replies, and just ended up sparking this whole sim versus meta debate. And some of it came from people defending themselves, because there were a lot of replies saying that this sim style takes a lot more skill than left-right pick and roll cheese meta, so the meta players felt like they had to defend themselves. I don't know why, because they're the main ones saying that this is the worst 2K ever, the game is dead, this game is so bad. So if the game is so bad, why are you going so hard defending your playstyle on the game? Like, why you even care that much? But there were also just a lot of replies for seemingly no reason, saying that this won't work in a comp environment, or this won't work against a comp lockdown. And it's like, well, first of all, like, the job of a lockdown is to play mad defense. So, like, obviously you're gonna struggle in a one-on-one situation against a lockdown. Like, that's what's supposed to happen. But saying that it won't work in a competitive environment is like, we knew this already though. Like, I don't think people ever really debated that. Well, at least the people that actually play like this, nobody said that it would. As somebody that personally plays like this, I won't make that argument. Yeah, there may be times and situations where you can use a couple of these shots, but I'm not gonna run my entire offense like this in a competitive environment. Even if I were to use plays, I would have to be very selective on what plays I use and when I use them in the game. And anybody that plays like this isn't doing it for competitive purposes. I don't make all these videos about, you know, playbooks and freelances, all these gameplays with me using different series and all these different styles. I'm not doing this to be competitive. I'm doing this just to simply show people what's possible on the game. And on top of that, most of the people that play the game or have an appreciation for these types of clips, they don't care about the game on a competitive level. And when I say most, that's like upwards of 90% of people don't care about the game on a competitive level. They don't care about comp pro-am. They don't even care about regular pro-am. They don't care about comp stage. They don't care about none of them tournaments that be happening. They don't care about the 2K league. They could really care less about a lot of that stuff. So for anybody saying that it won't work in a competitive environment, nobody really cares if it does or not. And it's just a weird thing to say, because this is something you can say about any clip in any game that isn't against top level competition. Like, just because it isn't against top level competition doesn't really make it less entertaining. You can even do it for real life things. You call somebody over, make a shot, and then some random dude comes out of nowhere and be like,
yeah, but you won't do that against an NBA player or a Division I college basketball player. You beat somebody up and
somebody's like, yeah, but you won't do that to a professional boxer. You got good grades in school. Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to get those grades in an Ivy League college. Like, that's mad weird. Like, what are we talking about? And another thing about this situation is, I feel like it shouldn't be a this playstyle versus that playstyle kind of thing. You should be using everything that's available to you on the game. And that's another reason why I make these types of videos, is to show what's possible, but also for people to take things from all of the things that I'm teaching and put it together however they see fit. And so I do a lot of sim style moves and stuff like that, but there will be times where I take advantage of 2K's arcadiness, or, you know, a little bit of the cheese. Like when I was playing with Trey Young, I was using plays and stuff, but I was also taking a lot of fading threes, something you're not really supposed to be doing, but I had the opportunity to do it, so I did it. But I really just try to keep the cheese to a minimum, just because I personally just don't really like playing like that. But like I say, you should be using everything available to you. And there's a lot of situations where I'm so glad that I actually practice a lot of these different shots and these different moves, because one, it really catches people off guard, because they quite literally have never seen a person do some of this stuff against them, so they really didn't know what to do against it. And there's been plenty of possessions where maybe my first or second option doesn't work out, so now I gotta create a shot late in the clock. Well, I got a couple moves and shots that I can go to. Even with the plays, there's sometimes where I'm playing against somebody that actually has a brain, so I will hold off using a lot of my good plays and save them for the fourth quarter. So when I get in late game situations, I'll have a play or two that I could go to, or a shot or a move or two that I can go to get a bucket. And those are situations where you see how deep a person's bag is the most. It's in late game situations where they really need a bucket. A lot of people really fold fold because they didn't spend 3.5 quarters doing the same thing. So you make them do something different, but it's something that they're not comfortable doing, so they end up folding. But none of those games were in a competitive environment, so it really don't count, right? Yeah. Never thought I'd see the day with somebody uploading clips of making basketball moves in a basketball game get hate and negativity, but here we are. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about it, for real. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. As always, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more content.